If you're looking to maximize the amount of money that you make whenever you invest in a property, you really should be focused on these three things. My name's Roy, and I'm about to share with you a project that I recently renovated and sold on the first viewing. Now, why did I sell this property on the first viewing? Because number one, whenever I do a property up, I do it up to a very high standard. I like to create the wow factor so that as soon as somebody walks in, whether they're looking to buy it, if I'm flipping a property, or if they're looking to rent it because I'm going to rent it, I want to create that wow factor. So I suck them in straight away and hopefully maximize the amount of money that I'm going to make. It's absolutely paramount that you focus on getting things perfect and looking different. Okay, so as I say, number one is I like to create the wow factor. Number two is whatever renovation project I do, I make sure that our build team do it to a very high standard. Not only do we use good quality materials, fixtures and fittings, but also the workmanship has to be spot on. I'm sure you'll agree that very often you see photos of a property and you think, wow. But sometimes when I've gone and viewed properties like that and I've looked at the workmanship, I'm shocked. I think, oh my God, this is awful. But they say a picture paints 1,000 words. Well, it can also hide a lot of bad workmanship as well. Now, if you've got a buyer or somebody who, is going to rent a property from you, and let's say they pick up a few, snags or a few things that concern them, you must do all you can to put them right. Now, in the example I'm about to show you, okay, we sold this property on the very first viewing for full asking price, okay? Now, the people who want to buy it picked up a few snags, which is fair enough. As soon as I, was told that they found some issues, I was horrified because I like to get things perfect. So when somebody picks me up on something, I welcome, obviously, their point of view, but obviously I want to go back there straight away and put it right because I want it to be perfect for them. I don't want them to pull out of the deal. I don't want to lose a sale. I don't want to lose somebody renting the property. Can you see where I'm coming from? So here's the footage of exactly what those snags were and really what was involved in just putting them right. And to be honest with you, it didn't take that long at all. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Okay, so the first issue that they picked up was that there's a slate that's dropped on the roof, which as you can see here is quite true. Up the top there, we've got a slate that's dropped. Okay, so we're gonna have to get up there and refit that. And then if we go inside the property, they also picked up one or two decoration issues. So let's have a little look. Well, actually, one of them was just in this area here. They said there's a little bit of a bounce in the laminate floor, which there is, so I can easily solve that. And by the fire, there's a chip in the laminate flooring, which there is, just there. So again, I'll rectify that. And we also, a while ago, we had some damp come in from a broken seal on the window. And as we can see, where it's dried out, the paintwork is a little bit poor there, so we can touch that up. And also they picked up a tiny little bit of decoration that needs to be done in here, the bottom down there, bit of discoloration, so I'll touch that up. Outside in the garden, they also picked up that in the manhole drain there, looks like that when we landscaped the garden, a bit of debris went down in the manhole. So I'm going to clean that out. And then the other thing, apparently up on the landing, was there's a small stain on the ceiling, which it's an old stain, which there is, so I will touch that up as well. But apart from that, we're all good. So this is all part of, the procedure of things that you very often will have to sort of bend over backwards to make sure that the buyer, the purchaser of the property is happy, because you don't want to have the attitude of saying, no, I'm not doing that. It's, the house isn't perfect. It's not brand new. I always aim to please, So if things are picked up, particularly from a surveyor, in all fairness, they, you know, whoever's buying the property, they want it perfect, don't they? So I'm a big believer in obviously doing that. So we will definitely touch these areas up and get it perfect for them. The good news is, of course, is that it's only minor issues that the surveyors picked up, which is fantastic, because that's just a reflection on what a good job we've done refurbishing this property. And hence why it's sold on the first viewing for the full asking price. So, as I say, you know, there are pros and cons with investing. It's not plain sailing. You know, you have to put the time and effort in. So whether you're project managing it yourself, or if a builder, I mean, I could ideally maybe get the decorator back to do some of this work, but in all fairness, it's not all of his fault, because we did have a bit of damp coming in through the window seal over there. So the discoloration in the paint is nothing to do with the decorator. So rather than get him back and pay for him to do it, I'm just going to do it myself. You know, cleaning the drain out. Okay, I put some gloves on, get my hands down the drain, clean that out, job done. The slate, I am capable of doing that. However, you know, most people maybe wouldn't be. So yes, you'd have to get a roofer in to just pop up there. It's probably no more than an hour's work, but again, it needs to be done. What else was there? Oh, on the chip and the laminate flooring. Again, I know how to repair those. I've got a repair kit. It's fairly straightforward, so I can easily crack on with that as well. So, but otherwise, you know, it could end up costing you a few £100 to get it done. But hey ho, it's better to spend that than lose the money, isn't it? Now, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do. I'd be delighted to share more information with you as we go along. But yeah, as you can see, it's a beautiful property. I'm sure you'll agree. Some of you may have seen it in a previous video. Just give you a quick glimpse of what's going on. There you go. Got a nice open plan come diner kitchen area here. Beautiful view out onto the garden. If I just go back into the lounge, I can just show you the area there. Yeah, really cozy, isn't it? It's lovely. So it's turned out to be a real good flip. Lots of profit on this one. And I know you're all asking me, come on Roy, spill the beans. Okay, I'm going to spill the beans. Now, like I said, getting all these snags done to perfection only enhances the value and the quality of the product that you're selling. It doesn't matter whether it's a house, whether you're renting, service accommodation, or it's selling a car, for example. If it's polished nicely and it's, you know, it's refurbished to a very high standard, you're going to achieve maximum value. And that's why they offered the full asking price for this property. Who knows, maybe if we'd kept it on the market a little bit longer, some people would have bid against one another. But look, we decided to take the offer because they were cash buyers. So we bought this property post-auction for £140,000. And when I say post-auction, that is because it didn't sell for some reason in the auction process. So hey ho, we were fortunate. We managed to pay £140,000 for it. Now we spent £120,000 refurbishing it from top to bottom. We extended the extension as well, converted the loft in compliance with building regs, and as you can see, we installed high-end, high-value fixtures and fittings. So all in all, if you add the two together, £260,000 we spent, and we sold it for, drum roll, £389,000. So in reality, we've made what, £130,000 profit. Not bad on one property, is it? Just goes to show what our philosophy is. If you do things right, to a high standard, in the right location, okay, you will achieve maximum profit. So that is what I always teach. The key to anything is buying at the right price, making sure that you obviously spend or can refurbish it within budget, and that you know what the end value that you're going to sell the product for is going to be. If you don't know those three elements, you will end up losing money if you jump in the deep end and don't do your homework. Anyway, so the importance of snagging, I hope you get those, you know, that resonates with you and the importance of it. So if, as I say, you'd like to learn more on what we teach on how to invest in property properly and profitably, by all means have a look at our other videos. There's lots to learn and we're here to help you. So until next time, ciao for now.